Greetings from Melissa and Larry's Tale. Just got home from work, and was it last night that I went to the other city? No, it was 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights ago. And I figured I'd go to the thrift store just quick, run in quick and see if they had any yarn. They did, so might as well talk about it now so I can put it back on my shelves. So, apologize for the toy squeaking. If you have dogs, I'm sorry. If he hears a dog squeaker on TV, poop hits the fan. He's very strong, so you can see he's pulling me. Okay. Okay, so a lot of these look the same, which was nice. There was a really young girl in there. She probably like in her teens, high school, and she's looking at the yarn, and then she seen me looking, so she went away, but then she came back. So I held up my bag and I said, was there anything in here that you wanted? I said, you were here first and I don't need the yarn, right? So she was like, no, I was going to get that thin white stuff over there. And I said, perfect, because I don't want that. She said she makes amigurumi, but she wanted to try a top for her mom. And that thin white, I don't know what it was going to work for her. So that was great. Okay, so first one, I believe, I don't think it is Softy Chunky, but it's very much like Titan from Mary Maxim, so it's about the same thickness. Titan is not new. That's from the estate sale I had purchased in April-ish, but it's just close by, so good comparison. So ball number 1, ball number 2, and I believe this is Charisma Loops and Thread Tweed, like Loops and Thread Charisma Tweed. That's 1. That's 2. It's like an oatmeal color. None of them are the same color. I kind of wish they were. This one is like a bit lighter in color. Also like the tweed look. So that is 4 so far. And none of these are full skeins, but that's okay. This is the same as the first one I showed you. The blue. Or no, this one's a bit lighter in color. I'm not going to reach for it. This is like a homespun, and they put like some, they must have had it hanging on something and then they were using this to like wind it. I don't know. But they put some twine or something in there. So it's like a homespun blue. And as you know, I have some homespun here already that I will put this with into a cardigan someday when I have enough for a cardigan. Charisma Tweed. So I'm assuming these are all Charisma Tweed. This one's like a variegated though. It is really pretty. What's the color name? Color is called Wood Grain. Wood Grain. Is this the same? This one is called, no, Granite. Seems a little weird. To me, granite is like a black, I believe. But maybe I'm completely wrong and you're like, Melissa, you crazy. So these are all 100% acrylic. If I had any inkling or any thoughts that they could be wool, I would not have grabbed them because I can't work with wool because I'm sensitive to wool. So, oh well. But yeah, these are 100% acrylic, and this one's called Granite. Not very granite to me, but that's okay. It is pretty. So this is very comparable to Bernat Softy Chunky, which I actually have right here. So the thickness is very, very similar. So I do put these together all the time with no hesitation. Yeah, so that's what I got at the thrift store the other night. This is the second clip, I think, of this video, so I probably will add 2 or 3 more clips to make it like a full video. But today is July 19th. Yep, the 19th, because I know Monday is the 22nd, so today is the 19th. It's Friday. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hi, welcome to a new clip. Today is Sunday, July 28th, I want to say. And I went thrifting yesterday. I went to the city to do my usual errands and shopping, and I always check out the thrift stores while I'm there, so let's see what I found. The first one is Cuddly by Loops and Threads in the color Rosebud. I've never had this yarn before. It's kind of like homespun, but kind of not, so we'll see. So it's 85 yards, 100% acrylic, and 100 grams, so it's quite nice. There was a second one. This one is the color Tickled Pink. A little weird to me. I would have called it like, I don't know, sorbet or something. Okay, Tickled Pink is the color. Maybe it's a different ball band. I don't know. As I said, I thrifted it. This one is, this one's different. This is 63 yards and 80 grams. Yeah, this one's much bigger. 85 yards, 63 yards. Okay. Well, either way, 100% acrylic. It's quite nice. I like those colors. Next one is Charisma, and I will never leave that at a thrift store. This one's the color Fuchsia, which checks out. It is 100 grams, I believe. Yeah, 100 grams, 100 meters, 109 yards. Charisma, and the color Fuchsia. There was 2 of them in the little baggie. Clearly somebody had a project going and then they frogged it, so. I never leave Loops and Threads Charisma behind. It's such a nice yarn, and it goes so well with Softy Chunky, Bernat Softy Chunky. So, I always pick those up. This one I actually have never worked with before. I've heard of it. It's one of our brands at work, Bernat. Colorama. And the color Cheeky. Like, cheeky. You're being cheeky. 100% acrylic. I always check, like, if I can, through, like, little plastic baggies, because I can't work with wool. Because I have a sensitivity, and my eyes swell up, and all that fun stuff. The product code ends in 02, so I wonder if this is from 2002. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But either way. So yeah, it is quite nice. Don't know how well I'm gonna like working with it, but I figured I'd give it a try. Don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet, but again, I'll give it a try. There was another one, the exact same thing, different color. So there's some grass on it. And the color Rockwood. Rockwood. I like that name for this. It's quite nice. You know, I don't love homespun, but it was in a bag with a bunch of other things. So, and then if I collect enough homespun, I'll have enough eventually for like a cardigan or a like a hexagon cardigan. So if I keep collecting random colors, when I see them, eventually I'll have enough for like, it's not gonna be matchy-matchy, but that's why I want to do a hexagon cardigan with it. So I can do like 1 row or 2 rows per color. So that's that. Exact same thing, different color. Pretty sure it's Lion Brand, homespun. And then the only homespun I was very excited to see was this one. You may remember last time I was thrifting. I don't know if it's on this video or the last one. I got one skein of this color called Grape, like the fruit grape. And I emailed Lion Brand and I was like, is this still in production? Because, oh, I would love to make myself a sweater out of this because I love dark purple on me. So I was like, please let it be grape, and it was, and yeah. So I think for like this skein alone, I paid $5.99, which I really didn't want to do, but for this color. So this is my second skein now. Eventually I'll find more. And I haven't posted online on any Facebook groups or anything about it. I know I could go through the Ravelry stash, blah, 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 but I like finding them in thrift stores and having that excitement. But eventually it might come to me posting online. This one is the exact same as that Bernat Colorama. There's no ball band on this or on the inside, so I don't know what color it is. I'll pick up the other one again to show you. They look similar, but this one's more dark. So, same thing. And they're all in the same little baggie from the thrift store, so I know they're the same. It's not like I got them at 2 different thrift stores. One of the baggies I did buy was like a, actually I have it right here, was a big, large Ziploc bag. So there was quite a bit in it. And I think that's what I have left in here, plus one of those homespun skeins, I think the blue one. So this person must have bought this at a Goodwill and then donated it eventually again anyway. But they definitely used some of it. It's pretty squishy. So Mary Maxim Starlet, which is 100% acrylic. And originally it was 100 grams. I don't know how much it weighs now, and I'm not going to weigh it. But nice white acrylic, worsted weight. Next one is Fentex. I'm assuming it's just Fentex Chunky, but the tag got ripped somehow. So, no dye lot number, which is kind of cool. Not saying that always works out, because I know it doesn't. This is 85 grams, and it is, I'm trying to find the weight. don't know if it has weight on here anymore. Or at this time anyway. No, I don't think it does. Doesn't say like bulky 5 or anything. I would honestly put that at like a 4 weight. It's not super thick. It's definitely not a bulky 5. But still nice. I will use it for something. If not, I'll donate it to a charity that I support. This is like a super tiny little piece, so I'm probably just gonna put this into my little scrap yarn bin, which is right there behind me. And then eventually I'll put all these scraps into, I don't know, something. And in that big Ziploc baggie are these small little pieces of cotton. So these 3 are the same color. This color is still in production. I don't remember what it's called right now, but I always like this color. I love the teal and the purple and the white together. And then a really tiny little ball of like a navy, slate, gray blue. So I'm gonna put these back in the bag. So I pick them up off the floor. And then 2 skeins. I don't know if they're full skeins or not. A Handicrafter cotton. I think this one is lavender. Yep. So 2 of those. I don't use a lot of cotton, but before my boss went on mat leave, maternity leave for her little girl, she had said, I would love for you to incorporate some of the lobby decor to, like, you know, using our products. And I was like, yeah, I should. And then, you know, they always encourage me to, you know, like use products like in the lobby and like in my decor when I decorate the offices and stuff. So eventually I'll do that. So like when I thrift these, and of course they would supply the cotton or the yarn or whatever for me to do that. But if I have these, I'm going to use them up because I don't use a lot of cotton. And then when they come in bags like that and I want something else in the bag, they're just there. So that's what I got for yarn this time. When I go to the thrift store, there are multiple things that I do look for. So of course I beeline for the yarn first, usually anyway. I mean, sometimes I don't, you know, whatever, but yarn's the first thing like I do check. I always check the little trinkets just because sometimes there's precious moments, and I collect those for my mom. She's been telling me to stop for years, but I never will. And then I know eventually someday when she's gone, we're gonna have to sell them or donate them back, but she's always loved them, so I always check those. I check summer dresses for myself, formal dresses for myself. I love dresses. Wear them a lot to work. And I always check little kid dresses for my niece. I only have one niece. I wish I had more because they're easier to buy for the nephews, but she loves dresses. Her brothers won't take those from her, right? So, and she's the youngest in the family. So I always check those. What else do I check? Usually shoes. I have really big feet, so it's difficult for me to find shoes. I usually wear about a women's 12 to 14, depending. It's genetic for me. My great-grandmother had big feet. My grandmother had big feet. My dad has normal size feet, and then I got big feet. My sister's lucky. She doesn't have big feet. She has, I'd say average size, but like she's wide feet, but I find wider shoes are easier to find than extended length. I email a lot of companies and say like, please offer extended length. It's really difficult because you can't find shoes. So if I ever, like, if Tom's Shoes ever goes out of business, I am screwed because I wear their shoes like to the office. That's what I wear. There are some sandals that I can wear. I don't like to wear open toes at work. I just, like, in case a stapler falls on my foot, you know, but it's hard to find shoes. So when I find shoes that fit, I buy them. So, and you know, of course, that are cute and comfortable. So I always check thrift stores for that. What else do I check? Usually like little kid stuffy toys. I usually buy one for Larry when I'm there. And if I pay $1 and he rips it the same day, I really don't mind. And then of course I always check the sunglasses. I have way too many pairs. I probably have about 30 pairs. Half of them are broken though. And I throw them in my car because I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put them in my car. So I throw them in the car, and then when I get in the car the next time, I sit on them and I break them. So it's a never ending cycle, but that's okay because I usually only pay 25 cents for a pair of sunglasses. Sometimes I'll pay $4, depending if I like them or not. I didn't get any sunglasses this time, but I did get some more bracelets. I always check the costume jewelry and bracelets and jewelry, whatever, as well. So the first one, and the one I love the most, is a little dragonfly bracelet. I love the painted beads. It's really quite nice. It's like a glass bead situation. And I always buy stretchy bracelets only because I have 8-inch wrists. And again, genetics. So I like to have stretchy beads. stretchy bracelet. So that's the first one. The second one is this cute piece here. It came in a 2-pack actually, so this is the other one. They're quite nice. And I do like to have, I like to match my jewelry to like my tops and stuff. So when I wear like a purple dress or a purple top, I'll wear these purple bracelets. And then I also went to the farmer's market. I don't get to go super often just because, well, one, budget, and two, it's fun to go to, but the crowds are astronomical. Like, it takes 45 minutes to find a parking spot because people come from all over the province just to go to the St. Jacob's Farmers Market. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description box below so you can like look at their website. Like, you could spend the entire day there. I mean, I have my certain things that I like to go and then I get out of there because I'm not dealing with crowds. So I usually get, they have apple fritters, which are like deep fried, dipped in cinnamon, and then enjoyed by me. I usually get some sourdough bread, things that we can't really get here. Like, you can get like sourdough bread from the grocery store, but like fresh bread, you know, nothing compares. Then I always get fresh fruit. It's ironic because we live in a farming community, but like fresh fruit, you don't really get at the grocery stores here. It's always either half moldy or half not ripe, and you know, like the strawberries are still a little bit white, and like it sucks to pay $6 for like a little thing of strawberries when you can only enjoy 3 of them. It sucks. So when I go to the market, I always get fruit and I freeze some. So that is usually my main objective when I go to the market, is to get that. So there's a jewelry lady there that I really love, and I buy her stuff all the time, and she always gives me like a little bit of a discount because I buy her stuff all the time. My coworker had seen one of the necklaces I had got from her, and it was like a clear gem. And it's really quite pretty. Actually, I have it right here. I'll show it to you. It's like a clear gem, a rock, I don't know what you would call it, crystal. So that's the first one. And then the second one I have is a blue one. And she's a bunch of different colors that she does. I didn't buy one for myself yesterday. One of my coworkers was like, next time you go, I want one. So I took a picture and she said, okay, I want the dark blue one. So that's what I picked up for her. It's in my purse and I'm not gonna go get it. But she had some new bracelets. So I got some bracelets. I got a purple and a pink. She said they're moonstone or something, but I know nothing about gems or stones and not really interested in learning, like, to be honest, but that's okay. To each their own. Like, they're pretty and I will enjoy wearing them, but I don't need to know about crystals and stuff. So yeah, I think it's really cute. I really like those. And then she has like a lot of other like cute little jewelry pieces. I would buy her whole table if I could afford it. I love her stuff. I love how colorful they are. And she has like some neutrals and, you know, black, white, etc. too, but not for me. So yeah, I always do like her stuff. I'll try to link her shop. I don't know if she has an online store. Maybe she does, but like I'll link her any way I can below. Her name, I don't know her first name, but I know her business name is Tuki Gems. Tuki, Tuki Gems. So that was my day yesterday. I don't think I really did anything after that. Oh, I went to the pet store to find something, but they didn't have what I want, so I got to order it from Amazon. Unfortunately, I'll tell you about this. I know I'm just rambling now. Unfortunately, the big tie-out leash we have for Larry out back in our backyard is like one of those big, not plastic, but it's like steel wire, you know what I mean. It cut through my legs, unfortunately. He was playing with another dog, the neighbor dog, and he was on this leash and he went around me instead of like in front of me, and it completely tore my legs. I have bandage and gauze wrapped around my legs right now. It sucks. It's really painful. Tylenol and Polysporin for the win. It happens. So that sucked. So I went to the pet store to find like a nice nylon leash, like a really large one. Like I usually use 50 feet because we have a big backyard. And we don't have a fence, so that's why I have them leashed. If we had a fence, I wouldn't have them leashed, but our property is quite large and we can't afford to fence it. So that's what I was looking for. I didn't find anything, so I'm gonna have to order it on Amazon. So that was my day yesterday. Thanks for listening. Sorry for rambling so much, but some people do listen to my rambling. I'm totally fine if you want to skip to the next one. That's cool. I probably will put one more clip in this YouTube video before I post it. So next time I thrift, I'll film another, and then it'll be for one of these Sundays. I do like to do videos posting on Sundays. See you in the next one. Hello and happy August. So this will be a long clip because I scored really big at the thrift stores this week. It was a bit of a weird week for me. I had Thursday off of work completely because I had an appointment in the city. And of course it was in the middle of the day, so I had to take a whole day off, which is annoying, but what can you do? And then today, this morning, I had to go to the city again. So 2 days in a row. This time I was getting stuff at the wholesale club for our company barbecue. So I was the designated person to pick it up. So win some and you lose some. I don't mind. I got to go to another thrift store. It was in the same parking lot, so I didn't feel too bad going on work hours. I was in and out in 5 minutes. So I got 3 bags here to show off. I'll try to mention where I got them, but they're all from thrift stores. Apology for the puppy feet back and forth. He looks out the big window and then he goes to the patio door in the kitchen. Back and forth all day. Oh well. So there will be some bag crinkles because they come in like these little mini bags. I haven't even opened anything up yet. Honestly, I just mainly seen them and I was like, okay, that'll do. And I grabbed them. And if I don't like them in person, when I pull them out of the baggie, they'll go to the charity I support. There's a lot of really different cool colors in here and different weights. So I'm thinking I'm going to take all the worsted weight ones and just, do the Russian join or whatever with the 2 knots and make a hexagon cardigan like another scrappy, or maybe I'll do some scrappy granny squares and do like a crazy cardigan. We'll see. I don't know what bag to start with. I'm going to start from the one from today. Where's it? Yesterday. No, this one's from yesterday. See? So many. I'm going to get the biggest thing out of here first. We'll talk about that one last, though. I'll probably do another clip because you'll see why. Okay, first one out was from a local thrift store. I paid $4 for this. Do you want some yarn? I'm curious, if you have a dog, does your dog like try to get the yarn while you're like crocheting or knitting with it like a cat does? Because Larry does. He does that. What's it smell like? Thrift store? You know you're in the way. Thank you. Like this bag here, I was really attracted to this skein of yarn. So I've never seen this colorway before, but it's really, really pretty. And it's coming up pretty good on camera. On camera, it might be a little bit lighter. Like this is, like the orange on the camera looks a bit lighter to me anyway. So it's quite nice. Definitely a worsted weight. Also a worsted weight. It's like pink and pink and pink. And this one I'm curious to see how it will work up because it's definitely variegated. But they put it into an actual ball. But I probably will cake this. Only because when it is in a ball like this, I'm working with it. And Larry gets real excited. So I usually end up caking these. I think this time I'm going to keep this little... No, I'm not going to keep the little baggies. But like I'll look at like my bank statements. I pay for everything with debit. And then I'll see how much I spent on these 3 or 4 thrift stores past few days. I don't know. Wasn't a lot. I want to say $30-ish. And then some of these thrift stores, so for example, today, all orange tags were on for half off. So it says $2, it was on for $1. This one is like heat sealed. They might have a heat seal press at that thrift store. Actually, it's a really nice thrift store. Before they were in like a small town close to here at the old fire station. And then they outgrew it because it was so popular. They moved, they actually built a new building in like a town about 15 minutes from that town. And it's probably about 20 minutes from here. But if I'm going through that little town, I'll stop in. So first one is like a nice white worsted weight. I'll probably donate this one only because I just don't like the silky worsted weight. So I think it's like probably like a Karen yarn. They're not for me. I don't reach for them. Like they're nice to work with. I just don't reach for them. I think this is actually the same thing. I think that's a Karen tweed. I might try it because it is a tweed. We'll see. And then this is definitely white, softy, chunky. Oh, now you have a toy? Now that I start doing this, you're going to bring me a toy. Of course. What's this? Is this your raccoon? I also buy my dog toys from the thrift store. This is not a dog toy, it's a little kid toy. I'm assuming at some point it had a battery pack in it because there's a Velcro thing at the back. Well, you brought it to me. Do you not want me to have it? I paid $1 for this, you know. And it's actually stayed intact for like 2 weeks already. Okay, so take it over there. Okay, this little baggie was $3. Unfortunately, green tags were not on sale at this one. It was orange tags at that store, but that's okay. All right, go over there. This one's silky smooth. It's nice. Oh, it's in that smells. I'm like, please don't let the yarn smell. You need a bath soon anyway, so it's a nice one. It's like a peppermint. Now, before I started filming, he was fine in the kitchen by himself looking out the window. But as soon as I started talking, he's like, oh, excitement. This one has a gross feeling to it, but I'll probably still use it. It is really pretty. It's kind of similar to the first one, but not really. This is more of a heathered look. I guess I could compare the two for you. So one's definitely more of like a, I don't know. It's just, I can't find the words right now. There you go. And this one's really pretty. I was really attracted to this one on the bag. So all the colors on this. On the camera, it's showing up a bit more red, but it's definitely purple. It's like purple and burgundy. It's really beautiful, though. You know, you find these beautiful colorways like this. I never have a ball band. Some of them I can identify from, you know, experience, but not all of them. I'm sure I talked about this in the last thrift clip, because I usually put a few different clips together and then I put out a video. I'm sure you figured that out by now. I'm not going to open this bag just because it's more Christmas yarn, which I love. So I paid $3 for this little baggie, and I will throw this downstairs with the rest of my Christmas yarn, and then someday I'll have enough for a king-size blanket. Now Larry's brought in his ball, so I'm sorry if you hear the bouncing. Not much I can do about it right now. This one, that was really cool. This was $1. And she was like, do you want half off of that? And I said, I'll pay $1 for that. That's fine. So I will open. Okay, just as I was opening that bag, my sister called. So I'm back. I use my phone to film, so this feels gross, so I'm going to donate this one. And it's just like a green worsted weight. Actually, it might even be like a 3 weight. Oh, nice orange. Very vibrant on the camera, but it's more of a pumpkin color here. Oh, it smells like an old lady. It smells like my grandma, was basically what I mean to say, but it smells like my grandma. It's a nice pink. Worsted weight. These are not for you, sir. Do you mind? Can you sit? Yes, thank you. Good sit. Do you want to lay down? Can you lay down? There you go. Good boy. Not for you either. So this is a nice purple. Yeah, the camera's not picking up the colors today. Maybe because it's like a dreary day and I've had the main light on in the room. This is like darker in person. That's a really thin baby sport one. It's a nice color though. Again, it's lighter on camera. But you get the idea. Oh, this is a nice one. I think this is a brunette baby sport. It's like a variegated blue. Again, darker in person. On camera it looks white. Nice red. Really tiny little mini ball of, I don't know, like an Aran color. Parchment color. Almost the same, but not. Yeah, this is a nice one. I like that color. It's like a mushroom color. Less gold in person. It's a nice brown, almost burgundy. Pretty accurate on camera. This is like a nice worsted weight cream color. Get down to the small ones now. Yeah, this is a nice like brown oatmeal color. This is a blue cotton. Little teeny tiny piece. That's like a pink, lighter in person. And some more of that little mushroom color. It's so cute. It's so tiny. And that's it for that little baggie. A lot of bags. I got 3 bags in total. Like 3 big shopping bags. Okay, this one I got yesterday at my favorite thrift. Do you think that's for you too? Yeah, you're pretty. I think I did get more of this one, and then I had a ball band, but maybe I'm also crazy. I don't. Oh yeah, I did. That's a different color. So these are both. This one. Let me open this one first, because I don't remember what it is. Story of my life. 100% acrylic though. Can't have wool. I hate when they staple the bags on. They catch the yarn in the staple. It's so annoying. So you can give your yarn a burr then, so. Oh well. No, this staple is not for you, Larry. Sorry, but no. Okay, so these are both Bernat Lil Tots. Lil Tots. Oh, that's part of the other one. I was trying to find it on this. So Bernat Little Tots. Lil Tots. And this is the color Daffodils. It's cute. That makes sense because it's mainly yellow with a little bit of green. It's like daffodil stems. What do you think, Larry? They got these both at the same thrift store. They were kind of like near each other, so I'm assuming the same person donated them. So, woohoo. It's always nice when you find more than one skein of the same type of thing. Something that I went with a friend to the thrift store one time, and she laughed at me because what I was doing. So they have all these little baggies, like on a pegboard type thing, along like the back wall. And like this thrift store is like extensive amounts, usually, sometimes, unless I get there first. And so like somebody will donate, probably like if they're cleaning out like an estate sale, like their mom or their aunt's house, they could donate all this yarn. And then the yarn store, thrift store employees, they'll take like 2 skeins when there's like 20 of them and put like 2 per bag. And that drives me nuts. Because like I know they're supposed to put them in these like little baggies. There's not much else they can do. Especially if it didn't come with like a bag or whatever when donated. But then like they're randomly all over the pegboard, and like this pegboard is probably like 25 feet long and like 6 feet tall, and they're like everywhere. So I go through and like, because if I see some that are like yesterday I was doing this, I had the time, so I did it. There was pastel blue. I couldn't buy it. Like it was like a wool yarn, but there's at least 20 skeins there, and like all in like little 2-packs. So it's like 10 of them. So I moved them all to be near each other, because not everybody's gonna notice that like, hey, there's so many of these. So there's my side story. So if you see me at the thrift store doing that, that's exactly what I'm doing. Just trying to help out another crafter. Okay. This purple is really pretty. It's definitely the same one. And honestly, it does remind me of, is it Premier that does the puzzle yarn, or is it Lion Brand? I don't remember, but the puzzle yarn, you know what I'm talking about. It's very similar, like in thickness and in like texture. Exact same one. Okay, so that was that bag, and that was $2.99 for the purple, and I believe the yellow was also $2.99. Oh yeah, and there's also a blue one. I forgot about this one. So I'm assuming that the same person donated all of these, because there was 2 of each color, and one of them was half used, and the other one was not used at all. So I'm assuming they bought it for something. They're like, I don't like it, or like they had their project done, they just donated the rest. I hate when the staples catch the yarn. It drives me nuts. Okay, so Bernat Little Tots again, and the color in this one it's really pretty. It's called All Blue, ALL Blue, All Blue. That's true. It is all blue. So that's pretty. It reminds me of cotton candy. Just the texture and like the color. I guess I've never really said about what it is. So it's 95% acrylic and 5% nylon. It's still really soft though. It's softer than like full acrylic, depending on the brand and like, whatever the way it's manufactured. 100 grams, 3.5 ounce. So there's one with a ball band and one without, just like the yellow and the purple. Okay. Okay, next. And that bag was also $2.99. This bag was $5.99. I didn't want to pay it, but I have one ball of this Softy Chunky already. Or no, sorry, it's not Softy Chunky, it's something else. But I only have one skein of it right now, and I was like, okay, well, I'm here, I'm going to buy this. So I'll put that over there. And I believe this is the same brand. I had a ball band a long time ago, but I don't remember what it is now. It's not Softy Chunky. It's a bit too thick to be Softy Chunky by Bernat, but either way, it's a nice yarn. I like working with chunky yarns. I'm getting better with using my 4-weight, but I prefer chunky more so. Projects work out faster, and just, I don't know, that's the first thing I started using, and that's what I like the most. And I make cardigans, so, like, you know, it works out faster. Usually they're warmer for, like, winter months, because I don't really sell a lot of cardigans in the summer. If I do, then it's for a birthday in the fall that I can wear in the winter. Okay, next bag, $2.99. And this is the same stuff as other. If I could remember the brand, I would tell you. I don't remember. But if you know it, feel free to comment below. If I know somebody's going to recognize it and be like, Melissa, that's insert here. So it was a nice rose pink color. Different in person. It's a bit darker in person, but that's pretty accurate. And then this one, exact same thing, but in magenta. It's a really pretty color. This one was $3.99. This one is Softy Chunky. I know that for sure. I have the same one over here somewhere. This is like a really tiny piece of blanket. Probably won't end up using it. Actually, I could probably use it to sew something together. Staring intently out the window. There he is. Another blanket yarn. And then, of course, the Softy Chunky. I really want to get caught up in the staple. Okay, it drives me nuts. Because then this happens. You know, fuzzes. Okay, so Softy Chunky variegated blue. This is Softy Chunky stripes, and I think I have only one skein, so I was like, okay, I had to buy this. And like honestly, it was only $3.99, so that's fine for this little baggie. There. This one the colors are so pretty, so $2.99. Did you lose your ball, sir? There you go. Again with the staple. Oh god, every bag so far. Well, if you can't reach it there, stop throwing it in the bag. Dogs, honestly. I have to tear this, which sucks, but oh well. Okay. Okay, it didn't affect it too much. This also reminds me of the Lion Brand puzzle. I wonder if it is Lion Brand puzzle. Sometimes people are nice and they put like the ball bands inside, but this one doesn't have one. It's a nice color though. Look at that. Like, if I can find more of that, that'll make a beautiful Christmas sweater. But just look at those colors. Like, that is just straight gorgeous. I love it. So I had to buy that one, obviously. He keeps putting this amongst the yarn and then being like, I can't find it. Yeah, that's what you keep doing. You bum. There you go. Gonna do it again anyway. Alright, so this was $3.99 for a big ball. I'm thinking that this was a Karen anniversary cake because it looks like the same texture. Ow. Do you mind? You not drop the ball on my toe. Again with the staples. Every bag so far. Alright. Okay, that didn't go too bad. Alright. Okay, not so bad. Could be worse, could be better. Yeah, it's definitely part of a Karen cotton cake. So it is quite nice. I like this yarn. It does fuzz a little bit. Like it's not like non-fuzzy. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice yarn. I like working with it. I don't have this color of Karen anniversary cake right now, but I can pair it with some of the other colors I still have. Okay, next little baggie was $3.99. And this is like a bag of scraps. And I do like these little bags of scraps because one, I can put into like a fun, unique cardigan. And it's fun to like, you know, open and see what's in here. It's like a little treasure trove. And I apologize that my little mic does sound funny. Like it's like a weird sound for my voice, but better than nothing, right? I should play with the settings, but I just haven't. Okay, first out of this little tiny, teeny tiny bag is a little piece of orange. This is a nice one. Kind of matches my dress. All right, so like a brown, tan, a blue. It's really pretty. Very similar to this one. Again, texture. Two different thrift stores though. Okay, so there's a bit of a tangle here, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay, so these two are connected. All right. No idea what it is, but it's definitely 100% acrylic. And these two are connected. Nice color. Thank you. I'm not going to throw your ball right now and make too much of a noise. I'm trying to film a video. Have a kiss. Thank you. Can you like wait just a little bit? I already gave you a treat to occupy your time and then you ate it too fast. So you should have savored it and you wouldn't be bored right now. So a white worsted weight. Does that have your approval, sir? Can you sit? Thank you. It's a nice purple. Does that have your approval too? Thank you. Gray. Bit of a mess. No, this is a cool color. I like this color. Yeah, that's pretty. More vibrant in person. Oh, there you go. That looks pretty. It's good. Boop. Then the rest I'm actually not even going to pull out just because it's a bit of a tangled mess. So I will set that aside and deal with it later. Before I pull this apart, I'm going to take Larry out to the bathroom because he's been staring at me like, let's go. And we're back. Our outing was successful. Right? He doesn't like when I hold him like that. Larry. No. You don't need to lick that on camera. If I wanted you to lick that on camera, we'd be making more money. Okay, sir. Our bony elbows. One of Larry's favorite things to do lately is to sit outside by himself, which is fine. Except for when he starts to eat the mulch. Then he has to come inside because stop eating mulch. So he's mad at me right now because I brought him inside. I try to keep him outside, but his decision to eat mulch. And he knows better. Okay, next bag is $3.99. It's another little mix. I recognize this stuff. It's the same stuff I have over there in another bag. This is Bernat Baby Sport. It is really nice yarn. It's a little thin for me, so I probably will donate this. Along with that other stuff. I know I said I'd try to use it in a different video, but it's still on the floor. Clearly I haven't used it. It's still in the same little baggie I bought it in. Same thing. So I'll put that together. I am dropping off a yarn donation tomorrow, so that'll take a few bags out of my house, which is nice. A little teeny tiny piece of like a rose pink. I just wish I had more of this, like when it's variegated, like with white and pastel rainbow. It's so pretty. I love that. And there still is a few like brands that make that color, but yeah, it's fun to find it in the scrap bags because of how pretty it is. This was nice too. That's really nice. Not as neon in person. Like it's pretty muted, but it's pretty. I'll probably put those together. A little cake. This feels like it has some wool, so I will donate that. That's like a slubbed yarn. So it has these thicker pieces, which are called slubs. I keep thinking the camera's over here, but no, it's over here. Okay, the tiniest scrap today goes to that little piece. This is a nice yarn. Looks like Vantage Choice by Lion Brand. That is what it looks like to me. Might be, might not be. Nice pastel blue. I use a lot of pastel blue. I was talking about that in like a different video. And I went to look for something like on my shelf that's pastel blue to finish something. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any. I must have used it all. So apparently I gravitate towards it. This for sure has some wool. I'm going to donate that. This one looks like the exact same thing. I think that's an alpaca blend by Loops and Threads. That's what it looks like. It feels like. It's like a baby sport yarn. Like a nice pink color. It's like a bubblegum pink. I recognize this one, but I can't tell you what colorway it is. I'm pretty sure it's Red Heart Super Saver. It's like a purple and a mint and a teal. It's cute. All these little tiny balls will look so cute in the little like scrap granny square. And yes, it would be nice to have like enough yarn for like each row, but it never works out that way. I've given up on trying on that because you get disappointed in the end, so whatever. This is like Neapolitan ice cream. So it's a little bit of like an almond, pastel pink, and a brown. Yeah, that definitely has wool. Also that one. And the last three look like they're kind of woolly as well. So I'm just going to put all those right into this baggie. Larry went and got his chew bone. Now he's chewing in the kitchen. So he's occupied for a few minutes. And I've been playing with him. Don't worry. It's not like he's super bored. My last guy, every time I got on the phone, he was like at me. Like play with me, play with me, play with me. But, as soon as I hang up the phone, he'd go and, lay in the kitchen. So, whatever. It's different every day. Dog ownership. Okay. I really don't want to lose these teeny tiny balls. So I'm going to take them out of my big shopping bag and just put them on the floor over here for now. Easier to find. Take a sip of water. Stay hydrated. Don't worry, this isn't the same water, but it is the same water bottle. I use this in like so many clips and people probably think, oh wow, you buy a lot of water bottles. But we don't. I mean, like us Canadians, like, sure, we drink enough, but I mean, some people drink more than others. Who am I to judge? But when I get a plastic water bottle that I really like that one, and you're like, oh wow, it's a plastic water bottle, Melissa, whatever. But no, it has like this nice lid. I like these. Like a Powerade bottle. Okay, on to my last shopping bag. Got more little baggies. What are you doing, Larry? Oh, you brought me this toy now. Thank you. That's nice of you. This is like one of those $4 toys you get at like the PetSmart checkout. And it has lasted his entire life. And he's just over a year now. But he's chewed off most of the little spikes on it. But whatever. I have a few backups. Well, I don't want it. Go play with it if you want. Okay, so this next bag was $2. And just one skein. This is at the small town thrift store. This is where this is from. So they don't do staples there, which is nice. I don't know what brand this is, but I would love to buy more. It's really nice yarn. I don't know what it is. If you know, please let me know. And if you comment, please say, like what colors are in here, and like say like, oh, at this amount of seconds your video, Melissa, that yarn is this brand. Because if you say like, oh yeah, that one you asked about is whatever, I'm gonna be like, what did I ask about? Because I don't remember. So it is pretty. I like that one. The consistency is really nice. It's definitely 100% acrylic, but I'd say it's like a heavy 4. I wouldn't say a bulky 5, but like a heavy 4 for sure. This one's pretty boring. But I seen it. I bought it. Here we have it. It was on sale for half off, so I paid $2 instead of $4. And this color is Denim Ombre. I wonder if this is still a Bernat Super Value color. Denim Ombre. But it is quite nice. For $2, I thought, you know, I use a lot of blue, as I said. And that can go right on my shelf. Stay. You ever tell your yarn just to stay? I feel like a crazy person, but oh well. If you hear some creaking, Larry's chewing on his chew bone, which is like a beef cheek. He loves it. I have lots of those too. This was just a ball for 50 cents. I thought it was a nice color. I had something that's similar, so I think that's why I bought it. I don't know now why I bought it, but that's okay. Nice yarn. And I saved it from the thrift store. No, I don't want that, sir. No, thank you. This was $1.79. I got it at Goodwill. And it's a... I don't know why they had to put the sticker right over the brand name. I mean, like, I guess it's better over the brand name than it is over the contents, like fiber contents. Let's see if I can peel it just a little bit. I know it's a Peyton's yarn. I want to see what type. So I've never actually seen this yarn before. Okay. So I peeled it off enough to see it is a Peyton's Cotton Chunky. And it is pretty chunky for like a cotton. I wonder how many plies it is. I guess we could figure it out. I've never seen this yarn before, so assuming it's discontinued. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 ply. What's the other stuff? It's like Lily Sugar Cream. I feel like it's a 4 as well. Maybe it's only a 3. But this one feels pretty heavy, so it is a 4. 4 ply. Let's see. 100% cotton, as we know, 100 grams. And what does it call for? 6mm needles, knitting needles. Hand wash, lightly spin, dry flat. Made in Canada. So I'm assuming it was made at my workplace, Spin Right Yarns. Color 5211, lot 14, product 042. So I'm assuming the color is white. That there. More Christmas yarn. I really didn't want to pay. Actually, you know what? I didn't end up paying $5.49. I'll talk about that in a second. It was a young guy at the cash register, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird. Why is that $5.49 when the other ones are $3.49?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "I'll scan $3.49." I said, "Thank you." So I saved $2, but I still spent $3.49. But more Christmas yarn. So, as I said earlier, every time I see it at the store, I buy it because someday I'll have enough for a king size blanket. And I'm not saying I'm going to use that king size blanket. There's a lot of Christmas people out there who like handmade and they like Christmas. So, more Christmas yarn. I'm not going to open this bag. I told you about that earlier, so I'm not going to repeat myself. Next one, another boring one. I paid $2.79 for this, and the color is Peacock. And it is a Bernat Super Value. It's a nice color. Showing up darker in the camera. It's more fluorescent blue. Adjust my legs. Hard to sit on the floor in your 30s. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So, see, this one says $5.49 is the price. Yes, that's correct, Larry. And then this one says $3.49. So the guy was like, "Why is that $3.49? This is $5.49." I was like, "I don't know." He's like, so he scanned the $3.49 price for me. So for all 3 of these baggies. So this is at my local Goodwill. Well, it's not local, but it's in the city. So I like this color though. I was like, I put it back once and I was like, And then I went back for it because the color is really cool. And like, I haven't seen that color recently. Not like any yarn really. So, and I do like the Sayal stuff. It's 100% acrylic. I already know that because I have a bunch of it already. But not in this color. You're being nosy. Hopefully it doesn't have a smell. Nope, it smells like cute old lady. Larry, they come here for yarn content, not for dog content. Can you please back up? Keep going. Back up. Back up. You're still in the camera. Back up. Thank you. Mr. Weenie. All right, so it's from Towers, the old store. It's a sale. What's that say? Hard to read upside down. On Onimart. Onimart. Oh, Bonnie Mart. That's what it is. Okay. Made in Canada. 100% acrylic. 4.5 millimeter knitting needles recommended. Color 125, lot 67. And 50 grams. So they're 50 grams each. And they all look like the exact same, so I won't bore you with taking them all out and showing you them all. Actually, didn't find any jewelry at the thrift stores. I buy all my jewelry from thrift stores because why not? And you usually find some unique pieces, right? This one got the staple. All right, so this is a Zellers no dye lots for it, for your pleasure. Made in Canada, Zellers Limited, 100% acrylic, 42.5 grams. And has a very much a 90s pattern. You can tell from the outfit and the hairstyle. Just like the general photo. I probably will donate this one. I just don't like the feel of it. Yeah, where did I put the donate? Okay, over there. And some in there. All right, and the rest is the same as that nice green one. So it's Towers Sale, Boney Mart yarn, and then a pink. So there's one white and 4 pink in total. And they're all 50 grams, I believe. Yep, 50 grams. So I couldn't leave them there. I love vintage yarn. And yeah, I mean, like, it's nice when it has like 4 of the same color, or that green had 5 of them. So, or sorry, 6 of them. So that's rare to find in a thrift store. And like sometimes you go to the thrift store and you walk out with nothing. Like that was like 2 weeks ago. Like nothing at all. Yeah, past 2 days have been great. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, this one I bought specifically for the ball band because I haven't seen this one before and I can add it to my collection. So Burnett, Gloucester, I don't know. I don't know how to say that in British terms. Gloucester. Okay, so 100% cotton. Has a bunch of numbers on it. 100 grams, crafted with pride in USA. Had 5 millimeter needles and hand wash in cold water using mild soap, towel dry, or dry clean. From Uxbridge, MA, so Massachusetts. Interesting. So this is pretty old because I've never heard of Burnett having a location there. So I should ask one of my work friends. We have a lady in customer service at work and she's been with the company for I think 35 years. So she has a lot of like knowledge, which is great. So yeah, Burnett Gloucester. It is really nice. And like it feels really nice. It's very soft. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it. Oh, it's like a chainette sponge. Oh, okay, interesting. I never even looked at it, to be honest with you. I just see the ball band, I got excited. So it's like a sponge chainette. It's quite nice. Some weird reason he grabbed his bowl from his crate, like a stainless steel bowl, and he now has it in the kitchen. It's empty. So you explain that to me, would you? Okay, so what else did I get? Oh, I got this for my work friend. Her cat's kind of unwell right now, and they're doing some testing with him. But I know this will cheer her up. She has like a cat calendar, like a little daily, tear off a cat every day type thing. But he's seen this, and I had to buy it for her. It's Pissed Off Cat Calendar. And I know we're like basically how many months away from the end of the year, but she can keep some of these and frame them if she wants. So I looked through them when I was at the thrift store, so I'll look through them with you right now because they are hilarious. Screw this, I'm gonna hibernate. I love angry pet photos, are the best. Thanks for this. I'll wear it to your funeral. These cats are savage. You people need professional help. It's pretty good. Dressed as the Easter Bunny. Well, I'm all set. Where do you plan to sleep? So he's going to take over your bed. New rule. New rule. No humans on the sofa. Angry cats are the best. That's so funny. Do I look like I care even a little? He doesn't look like he cares at all. Cheers to him. Too beeping hot to move. Slide me some tuna. Oh, that's good. I pooped in your Crocs. That's the one I opened first at the thrift store today. I pooped in your Crocs. Very nice. Oh, this is in September. Give me more beeping summer. This cat doesn't like the winter, I guess. There's a Halloween theme. You won't laugh when my minions take over. That's pretty good. Either I get turkey or you get stitches. So that's November. Like, okay, this is definitely a American calendar, but that's okay. My work friend won't mind. This year you get 10 Santa Claus. It's pretty funny. So this made me laugh. I seen it and it was only $1.29, so I bought it for my work friend. So she'll find that funny. She loves kitty cats. Oh, here's some receipts. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, they're both the same receipt. Here's another one. Yeah, here we go. So Value Village, I spent $13.51. Goodwill, I spent $23.83. So $13.23. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. About $36. Yeah, that figures around like 30-ish. So, oh, at the other thrift store, I guess I paid cash. Like a small town one, I paid cash. It was like $12. Yeah, $12. Hello? Did you get tired of your bowl? Stay hydrated. Okay, so something exciting I found at the small town thrift store. I don't know if I can have to stand for this, but we'll try. What is this? So somebody started a project, kept all the yarn in it, and donated what they had started. So maybe it was an estate person, and maybe they passed away, and their family is like, what do I do with this? Can you please move? Can you back up? Please back up. I know you can hear me. Back up. Go. Sit down. Thank you. Lay down. You didn't want to play until I started filming, so I thought that was really cool, and I paid $10 for it. But it has all the yarn, so I didn't have to match anything, and it looks like it's vintage yarn. So I'm gonna open it just to see what this is. I thought maybe if it's, a good size or a certain size, I can make it into a cardigan. Hopefully there's no smell. Not bad. Okay. So right now it is in, I have this double folded. So it's in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 by 13, whatever that is right now. Okay, so there's that. Not really wide enough for like a cardigan. But again, you take your chances on these things. And I probably could take it apart. It looks like she just mattress stitched it together. And then there are some, looks like she started this piece as well. Oh, yeah, you can see she's joining them by mattress stitch. This one's come apart a little bit, but just the stitching together. So it is really cute. I probably will make it into a cardigan. Probably not this this year, even though it's only August. I'm like, not this year. It looks like she used maybe a 4 or 5 millimeter hook. I was kind of hoping there was a note in here saying, hey, I use this size hook, or even a hook in here. That would be helpful for me. But, oh well. Maybe this person wasn't planning to donate. Maybe it's somebody that passed away and their family donated it, right? So that could very well be the case. Okay, so let's see what type of yarn it is. I did make sure it wasn't wool because waste of money for me. So it's 100% acrylic, knitting worsted, 50 grams. And it's called Pot of Gold. Originally bought at Sears clearance for 66 cents per skein. So Pot of Gold, 4-ply knitting worsted. I'm trying to figure out where it was made. Made in Canada. So I'm assuming it was made at my workplace originally. So these are cool wall bands. I'm going to save a few of these. So Pot of Gold. See if I can find one without the sticker right on it. So this is a nice ball band. Okay, this one's a bit better, but it's a rip. But pretty cool ball band. I like how like gold this is. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's nice that, you know, I don't have to match the yarn to anything, or like try to find what yarn she used, or he. Who knows? So yeah, I do need to let it air out. It definitely has like a thrift store grandma smell. So yeah, I'll let it air out. But yeah, I figured I'm gonna carry on somebody's project, and I've never actually done that before. So maybe I'll make this into a YouTube video. We'll see. Okay, now I gotta fold the rest of it back up. But that was the last thing I had to show you today, so I will do that off camera. I will probably end this video with this clip because it was 12 minutes and now 24 minutes, so 36 minutes. So it's probably going to be about an hour long in the end. And I knew that when I bought all this yarn the past few days. I was like, oh no, but oh well. Some of it I will donate, some of it I will keep. So yeah, I'm doing dropping off a big donation tomorrow to my charity lady. So I figured it was a good opportunity to purchase some yarn, even if I didn't need, keyword, all of it. So thank you so much for clicking on my video. I appreciate it. If you like yarn thrifting, stay tuned for more because I love yarn thrifting too. You never know what you're going to find. And it was nice to find certain like skeins because, as I said, I only had one of them, or only had, you know, half of one, and you want to finish something. So when you thrift things, you're like, yeah, it's like a treasure hunt. My one work friend, she had said, well, why don't you post on like Marketplace or Kijiji asking for, or Facebook group for certain yarn? I'm like, I like the hunt of the yarn much more than I like, you know, that. So yes, thank you so much for clicking on my video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Please remember that you are strong, you are beautiful, you are loved, and the world loves having you here.